Hey guys, welcome back. We are composing live. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we did last week. Last week we did a cue from the soundtrack The Martian, and it was a space sci-fi cue with a lot of danger in it. In this case, for today and probably for the next week or so, we're going to be doing a electronic pop piece that's more in the kind of ambient atmospheric way, and it'll be something that will be pitched for music publishers down the road. When I say music publishers, if you're not familiar, there's a world of music where you can make a living and get your music out onto these publishing websites that are for reality TV shows, branded content, and any type of commercials, that kind of thing. So this type of music would be great for like a lifestyle, luxury type brand. We're gonna try to make it groovy. We're trying to make it fun, but with a bit of an ambient feel to it. So maybe some minor chords, and it's kind of a tricky balance. Sometimes with minor chords, you have to disguise it up with a bit more upbeat drums and things like that to get that going. So let's see how that goes today. A lot of this will be original, just kind of free thinking. So a lot of the sounds I don't even have yet. So we'll be playing around with loading up some of the stuff that I have and things that I haven't used in the past as well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So first off, I think I do have maybe one or two sounds that I thought would be nice. This is something I've used in the past. There's a little bit of vibrato there. I don't know if you can hear that. Hey guys, Shard, how's it going? Long time no see. And depending on this tone, it's a little bit bright. It could work. I was thinking if we can find some sounds that would work that's a bit more warm and more like on that Kygo, or I don't know if it's Kigu, and his type of keyboard sound. So we're gonna play around with loading up some sounds, maybe from the new Massive, I was thinking, and go from there. FMA is a nice synth. I've been playing around with that a bit. I think some of those sounds are a bit dated, in my opinion, for something that we're going for today. So in this case, I do have a bunch of new sounds that Native Instruments provides through the Massive X series. And if I were to either just pick a library and go from there, we can do that, or we can go into maybe the factory or the browse mode. I think I'm just gonna go in the browse mode, and then what I'll do is find some keyboard sounds, get that loaded in. Let's see. So these are your piano key sounds. Whoa. It's a bit thin. It's kind of cool though. Well, maybe let's change the key. Maybe I tend to go to C minor a lot, so I'm gonna try, let's say E minor, and just play around with that. Interesting sound. This might work for a certain context, so I'm just gonna keep the idea going here. So this one, let's just say MSVX for the Massive X. I love Massive, the original too, but Massive X has some just upper hand, I feel, on some of the tones. And it does have aftertouch right here. Not all the sounds have it, but I have my keyboard that can affect aftertouch. I don't have the fancy keyboard that actually has aftertouch in it. But anyways, that's a nice warm tone, but you know, I'm not sold 100%, but let's see if we can do something with that. Here's another one. Oh, this one's kind of... Let me just give this another chance. Okay, again, some of my fun options. Let's see if we can keep going here. Whoa. That's cool. Okay, this is nice. There's a bit of a like detuning going on here. I just don't know if it's easily changeable, and is it the aftertouch? There's something there, huh? Aftertouch on that. And the mod wheel adds distance, it says. The only thing I don't like about Massive X is it doesn't have any mappings for volume. Like I can't just right click this volume knob and assign it to CC7. So I have to use the fader and automate it. But I've done it before. It's not a big end of the world. So this belly stage has a nice tone to it. But is it playable in all the ranges? I mean, it works. Let's go ahead and keep that one. So let's do belly stage. And you're probably thinking, man, is Josh just going to be finding sounds for the whole time? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. I mean, all it takes is finding like 2 or 3 good sounds, getting that inspiration. Wow, so this is more that atmospheric sound that we could use. Well, it's like more dreamy. This is more of a sad. That's cool though. That is a sound I'm just gonna remember. It's called clock phase. I could use that for something else down the road. This might. I kind of like that tone. I mean, for whatever reason, it works for that specific riff that I just made. So, while we're here, let's just record that in. Let's try again. 2, 3, and 4. Let's try again. 3 and 4. Maybe give it a little breaths as well. 2, 3. Gotta get that jump. All right, let's try another take of that. I'll keep that. Maybe if I bring the keyboard octave higher, so I don't have to reach so much on the right hand. Let's try again. Okay, let's try again. Sounds familiar, huh? It's like someone did it. Let's see if I can just clean this up a little bit and use it while we're here. So we're gonna put this into 16th notes, and we'll do it in 4/4 time. The tempo that I'm in right now is 118 beats per minute. Okay, that could work actually pretty well. All right, so that one's called the Club Tropics. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that sound. We could put a little bit of other stuff like some reverb and some delay to just give it a bit more volume or shape and dimension. Let's try some of these other sounds. That's not the sound I was going for, but it's cool. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can remember that. So this is just the mod wheel with the cutoff there. Let's see what Aftertouch does. Some detuning. So then put it together. Let's see here. I wonder if I should do it with the melody or the harmony. That's kind of cool. Let's try it. Oh, let's gonna record that in. almost had that. Uh, the faders and all that stuff is a little bit confusing. I think we're gonna stop right there. Dun. Give her some breath. So let's mute that. Okay, and let's keep going. So I do like that sound too. These are sounds that I'm not really not trying to find anything particular besides that Kego keyboard. If I can't find it, that's fine. We'll go with all these other cool sounds that we're coming up with. Oh, thanks, Sky Shard. Yeah. Thank you, Shazam, too. That stuff is a lifesaver. Thanks for checking that out. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a variation of this type of rhythm and chord progression somewhere, though, right? Okay, this one is not so good. Frame play is what it's called. Let's try Helios Punch. Let's see here. Yeah, I like these really washy sounds. Yeah, so it sounds like the aftertouch on a lot of these just detune it a little bit. And that's just some kind of cutoff filter. This is cool too. These are nice, like, hip sounds that it's like you can't put your finger on what it is, but then it has tone. Let's see. So it's a bit dry. It could use some delay, which they have here. You could maybe even add some attack delay. That's kind of nice. Some high pass filter. Let's go the other way. Low pass filter. So maybe dull that sound just a bit. What's nice about this one, that has a lot of velocity sensitivity. And pitch bend's nice to have. Okay. I don't know. This one's interesting. I messed with it a bit, so I'm just gonna put a JS on there as well. Okay. All right. I think we're getting some sounds dialed in and also some concepts going, which is nice. Hey, Sam's in the house. How you doing? SDMS or SDSM official. Maybe not lovely 80s. Let's try this one. Ooh. This is a nice sound. Okay, so I'll definitely use this one. This has not that quite that Kego tone, but has its own little unique sound. So the mod does a cutoff. Aftertouch does probably do some detuning. That's good. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna play around with this. let's try an octave lower for a second. This actually has some delay in it, doesn't it? So, and I don't have any control for that. So I'm going to go out of this. Where are you? How do I get out of this? Play? Oh, okay. So here, there is some delay happening, and I don't know what ratio means. Well, that's kind of cool. What does sustain do? Oh, okay. Sustain's kind of nice to have, actually. Let's bring it around there. And then I'm still trying to find where the effects are. Oh, is that where is that? Okay, so then let's find. I don't know if the delay is too strong or not. So stereo delay, X. Where's the X? I think it's this. Okay, here we go. Try to get the voicings going. Okay, so that's delay, and then let's see what else. So that's, I think, this one here. What if I just take that all the way down for a second? That's nice. And then let's maybe dial that up slightly. Let's go 10% on that one. Okay, so I really like that. Okay, so let's actually just kind of start there for today. And then we can add some of the other stuff here. Yeah, that's a nice dark side to it, doesn't it? Okay, let's try a bit of this here so we get some context. So also, if this is for like some kind of branded deal, we don't want to go too long on the intros. That's what I've learned. By the way, I've joined Taxi. I highly recommend it for anyone that wants to up their game, so to speak. It costs some money up front, but I've joined and I've actually written like probably 8 tracks, and only 2 of them got through. Actually 3. One track got through twice, I should say. And then just the most recent, the hip hop sports track that I did, that sounds like you're in a boxing match, went through to just a few days ago, which was really exciting. But if you're not familiar with Taxi, you pay some money up front for the year, and then you also have to pay like $5 per submission. But they have relationships with hundreds of different music publishers if you're wanting to get into the sync music game. It's a great, I guess, introduction to that as well. And you get a lot of feedback on your tracks. A lot of times that the reason why they, you know, reject your tracks, so to speak, before they even send it to the publisher is not quite because it's a bad track. Just a lot of times it just doesn't fit the brief, and the reference tracks just are just they don't sound anything like it. So a lot of times that's why my tracks were rejected. But the times when I just like really sat down and listened to the reference tracks, studied it, and then went from there, I think that's where I really got a chance to get those accepted, um, and it's a good education too, because a lot of the stuff that they're looking for, that they're kind of a middleman between the publishers and composers, and so they have all these briefs laid out, and they talk about, oh, we need like a 2-minute track, give or take, that is so and so with this genre, and it sounds like this, and then you kind of get a feel for what's popular, and that as especially when you want to be relevant and learn new styles. This is a great way to just learn and grow as a composer. That's how I felt from this, and I think that's where I'm at this point. So this is like a playground for me to do these live streams. Also, going into the taxi mindset. Also, yeah, Guy Shard, we needed lyrics and a female vocalist. That'd be nice, huh? Yeah, I mean, luckily this cue is an instrumental cue that they're looking for, more for like branded advertising, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice to also add that into the mix, huh? Anyways, okay, enough said. Let's go ahead and get started. And this tempo feels pretty good to me. I'm gonna see how we do. Yeah, for some reason I was in the wrong key. That threw me off. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I actually flubbed this note. I'm gonna redo this and change the voicing on that last chord. Let's try again. Okay. All right. So there's a nice performance of that. You know what? What if we switched this one with this one and did this over here? Although the velocities here might be a little different, huh? It's a bit strong on that, so I'll just see if this will help. So on this part, would it help if I got a little bit out of that? Okay, so a relatively longer intro. Let's say if I put this down to 0 seconds, this would make it 16 seconds for the intro. It's kind of long, but then it could work for a different context. I just think if I can shorten that in half, that might be easier. So okay, so yeah, what if we just got rid of that and start right here? Okay, and then this is where the chunk of the content starts. Okay, I do want to keep this just in case, and then let's move on to the next little thing that we created. So I had some fun just making up some stuff. Let's put, let's see, was it this one? Cool. That's a bit low on the octave there. Okay, so that might work. Let's try this one. Okay, now it looks like we gotta fix some of that. Oh, I know what happened. This is kind of like my scratch take. So let's actually put this over here. This is a better take. We gotta go up though. Okay. All right, so that can be either a pre-chorus or it could start the verse. I'm not entirely sure how that fits right now, but it's actually a pretty strong section that we can use regardless. So I also I got some sounds just randomly right before the stream. Just some unique sounds, things that I'd be like, this would be fun to add in. This might be a bit much, but that's fun. Yeah, we might have to load some more sounds. Oh yeah, this was from Exhale output. Older library that I haven't really used much since I got Zebra and Diva and stuff like that. That this has been kind of sitting to the side, but they do have some cool things that I thought would be fun to maybe add vocally. As Guy Shari mentioned, a female vocalist, something that's more like non-lyric driven here, that would be fun. So let's see if there are just any fun sounds we can load in here to go alongside with this verse. So we have, right? Yeah, so right now I'm in the pure category. Oh. That's kind of low. Okay, so big A, big O. Oh, here you go. Another one that comes to mind is from Native Instruments called Glaze, I believe. So maybe I'll load that in after this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these were probably cool back 10 years ago, whenever this came out. 15 maybe. So this could double up maybe. Actually, I think I have that over here. Let's try that just for fun. Let's bring the volume down though. Okay, let's bring this octave up. Almost sounds like a electric guitar. I mean, not this patch, but this one below the Massive X belly stage. But then adding this kind of gives it a warmer feel, which I like. This could work. And then if we were to do that, let's process this a little bit. This one's called Matter of Fact. This could work. So let's add something here just to give it some more dimension. I think I'll use Sound Toys Super Plate. I've been digging that. Oh yeah, Ethera series from Zero G. I think they had a sale. I was really tempted to get some. Did you happen to buy some in that time? Yeah, it sounds great. I actually used to play around with it a lot at my other job, but I actually don't own Ethera here. Let's see. So this is called the Super Plate. I don't know what the modulation actually does. Either gives it some kind of color, but these are really cool. You can just audition these different types of modelings. Like I think these are tubes, transistor, and something else like spring. This is a spring, I think, and then this is probably a tube. One of these two, and this is probably a transistor, or vice versa. It's really subtle. I kind of like that though, right there. So let's add that in. Yeah, it does sound like a guitar. Maybe it's sampling something in that sense, or I don't think it's sampling. It's just a wavetable, but it does sound very guitar-like to me, which is interesting. Now, in that case, I'm gonna process this a bit with some retro color, RC20 is called, and with this, let's put a little bit of a kind of like a lo-fi feel to it. So, vinyl. I'm just gonna see if there's one for a guitar, gazing guitar. Let's see what this does. Or lush and crunch. Okay, so let's do this lush and crunch guitar, which is cool. It's distorting. Let's put a bit of other things here, like a magnet and maybe a little bit of wobble. So this gives it some, yeah, just like a vinyl almost feel. And this also gives it some reverb as well, which is cool. There's also a noise. Let's see. Okay, so now let's compare the difference. I'm gonna bypass that. It's nice. And then just going in here. What if we added just a little more attack to that? So it's just not so bright on the transient. What does body do? Oh. That's cool. It doesn't really need much, but it does add something there. I don't know what pickup does. Wow. So this is stuff you can automate. Do I have some kind of thing with that? Oh yeah. So I can ride the faders, but this is all automation. It's not MIDI, so that's the catch. I just have to do the right mode and do that kind of stuff. So that might help. Maybe to on some of the builds. There's also chorus. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. Anyways, this is all really good stuff. I think I'll keep it there. So now we have some sounds there. Nice. So guys, Shard, you said that you have all of the Etheras. Man, that's cool. Yeah, no, there's so many, and they all sound so good. The Prometheus line and Ethera, and yeah, his wife Clara Sirachi. Oh man, she's amazing. So let's listen to this. Okay, so there's a bit of yeah. So I'm suspecting it's the velocities. I'm gonna just bring down some of those velocities. So that when you hit it a certain way, it gets a bit more metallic-y. I think that's good and bad. Like if I were to just bring up this a few times. I mean, I don't hear that metallic-y sound anymore, which is weird. But I do hear something weird when there's like a lot of saturation that starts happening. Is it this distortion? It's something's happening here. And I'm pretty sure it's this plugin. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so there's something going on in the Massive X settings that makes it sound very hissy. So let's try to reduce some of that noise. And then I think we can move on. Let's see. There's some kind of noise section. And if we can find that, then we're good. So it'd be in this window. Let's see. Here's a noise. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go reduce that hiss to 50%. Interesting. Okay, it's still there. Let's bring it down even more to 20%. And I still hear it. Let's turn off the plugin. Yeah, it's there. So, cut off. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Distance. So distance is doing something with that hiss. I suspect when I was copying and pasting this, it probably no, it just something with the settings. I just need to dial in more. So let's do that. I don't need that. Let's bring the distance just back. Okay. So that does do something there with the mod. The aftertouch, let's see. I think there's some aftertouch here, right? Oh yeah. So let's just dial that in. And then going back to this main window here, there's some chorus, maybe dial that down. Okay, and there's still a hiss, right? Looks like you can actually just deactivate that. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna reintroduce this, but it seems to be this one in particular, the hiss. A little bit of hiss actually gives it a bit more character, so we'll keep that. Okay, let's put that plugin back in to see if that makes it sound any better. Just makes it sound bigger. A lot of I suspect is the reverb settings. They just call it space, but so I'll dial that down just a bit. But all of this other stuff is adding some somewhat to it. That's too much. Distortion. So we want maybe dial some of that down just in there. This is more of like a dry, wet knob. Yeah. So it does sound better to me. It gives it like some of that more like that vintage sound to almost. Okay. Okay, so cool. Now that we have some concepts going, this section here could use a little bit of like a some kind of riser sound. Now that might be dated actually, but that's my first instinct. Another idea then would be like maybe some kind of dropout and then like a fill would be another idea. Let's try this. Oh yeah, this is also massive. Okay, so this is where I need to automate this. That was a good volume, right? Yeah, so that's pretty loud. Okay, let's do this again. Oh, you know what? I need to do a couple other things, don't I? So first off, put that in there. Aftertouch. Okay. That's probably too much. Excuse me. Maybe just. Yeah, too much. Yeah, I think down. let's do some automation. Yeah, let's try that with a metronome. Okay, that might be a bit much on the dialing down there, but that's my idea to in turn do other things to fill that space for a second. So what do we do? Should we bring it up? Oh yeah, this is Cubase 15, huh? I did a video on this, and what's cool about the new Cubase automation settings is it does give you some more feedback, which is nice. I'm trying to make use of that too. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So there's that, and then so now that we got that automated, at some point we got to bring this back up. Maybe we bring it back up here, or what we could do is we could duplicate this. So this is like the intro, and then that way it doesn't bleed over in case I want to play on the downbeat, and that way I can just bring this back to where it was, if that makes sense. So we'll call that intro. This is the main, and then different color, why not? Okay, so there's that. Let's go to some other ideas that we can do to fill this up. Let's see what sounds I had here. Would this work? So it would have to be like in a D, maybe. Okay, so no. Okay, so let's load up maybe a sound in the bass realm. Yeah, I'm thinking bass. Anything else that could work? It could be like a or even just a bass that is more melodic. So let's go to the bass stuff that I have. Okay, so these are some stock bass tones that could work. This one in particular could work. Was it this one or this one? Some square bass. Yeah, there you go. And then what's this one? Let's try this one. This one's a bit loud, so I'm gonna just dial that down in there. I guess I could have done that over here too. Wait, what did I just do? I brought something else down. I'm gonna double check here. Huh? That's weird. Yeah. So synth bass, right? Oh, I did it in here. Okay, I see. I confused myself. Instead of over here, I could also do it over here, which probably makes more sense. But anyways, going back, we have this sound. Oh, I got a little bot. Sorry, whoever that was. Insignificant product. Doing some shameless plugging. Okay, so here. So I think I might need to go back into this plugin, and I'm going to try a glide or some kind of pitch bend effect here. In order for that to work, I got to make this pitch bend way more. So I'm just going to adjust that and see if that helps. Okay, so I like that effect. We just have to introduce it a little bit better. Something like that. Yeah, it's more like a tape effect now. That's kind of cool. Will it work? Maybe. That does some vibrato, so I don't think we need the vibrato there. Oh, I'll just bring it down. Okay, so that could be one idea. Okay, okay. So my thought is this might be a bit too mellow, and if someone were to use this, how could we just spice it up a bit so there's a little bit more life? Well, we could use this perhaps that I made earlier and do some kind of maybe I'll use the louder half of this and see if this does anything. Okay, that was worth a shot. Maybe not. So then let's see. Something like that could work. A little bit quieter. Let's play the right notes. Let's try again. You know, I'm gonna give myself just an extra measure here. Do that. Yeah, 1 bar. Okay. Cool. This recorded over that, so I have a little trick for that. Boom, copy and paste. Okay, so would this do the trick? Also, I need to automate because yeah, this doesn't have that. So this is kind of a downside of using Massive X. We're gonna actually I don't need to record. Do I? Yeah. Okay, so I can just press play. So there's that. Dun 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 dun. If I did dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds a little bit off. Okay. All right, cool. Sounding a little bit more alive. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it almost needs that now. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. So this is where drums can start helping also. Um, in the beginning, we won't have drums, but then we need something here. So let's load up some claps. Let's also load up some bass and a good snare. So let's think about the claps for a second. We want more production claps. Do I have... I don't really have... I mean, I do, but it's not under claps. It's under like the 808s. This one. And then I also have some drum machines like maybe this Lin drum. Let's just load up a bunch and see what sounds good. Okay, let's load up all these guys. This is from the battery. All right, so good old Junkie XL when he was a producer. Everyone knows that the FIFA World Cup Elvis tune that he did. Well, have a good night, Sam. Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. I don't really hear any claps. I thought there is. But there's really good sounds in that one. Then let's see here. Okay, so there's a clap there. But that's a really good effects clap. Okay. I mean, that could work as part of the intro. Let's see, let me hear it. What if I got that just a hair earlier? Let's go one beat over. 2, 3, 4. Like if I time this clap, run on beat 3. Okay, that could be a nice little effect along with this. Okay, let's get that a little bit earlier. Okay. And then this thing, I'm just wondering if I start it a little more aggressively, run on the downbeat. And it's, yeah, it's like introduced in there, or maybe we just start it loud. It's still, still a bit strong. So about that much. Okay. That could work. That could work. Let's go. Let's go a little earlier. Okay, so if we were to use that as an idea, let's just go ahead and actually, I'm just gonna render this. Maybe go this long just in case, and then we'll add a little more tail to that. Let's see if that does anything. It gives it a bit more of a EDM feel. I mean, this is a EDM piece, but there's so much nuances in EDM, and this one in particular, we're not trying to go like an anthemic one. Although the Midnight was referenced as part of this one. Well, not the band, the Midnight, but M83, Midnight song. Anyways, and that one's kind of anthemic, so I don't know. Okay, so this is a clap effects that is based off of the battery library, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just add. I mean, we could do just some sends and make it sound big here. I think that'll be fine where it's at. Okay, so we got that. Let's find some more clap sounds, shall we? Okay. And maybe claps isn't the way to go for this one. Maybe it's a snare drum, but I'm just going to dial down one at least. This Lin drum would be cool. Add some 80s reverb on there. Okay, so this could do. Okay, so almost two of these are better. Let's try that. Okay, so there you go. So these are in octaves. We're gonna go ahead and just do a little quantizing. Cool. All right, so with that clap, let's add something there. I'm going to dial in the reverb just a little bit tighter with something like this instead. Okay. Cool. Let's keep going, shall we? Yeah. So I'm kind of jumping back and forth, but I'm gonna actually stick in the percussion realm for now. What we do need is a nice kick and snare. Okay, so the snare that I was thinking about was something more like a Lindrum. But if we do that, I have to change something, the settings or something here. Maybe I'll just load it in separately. Let's go battery. That way I can dial down this snare hit as well. It could just be an acoustic snare too, but there's something fun about using a Lindrum, so or sample Lindrum that is. But if we were to do that, what we need to do is do some kind of 80s drum. I think there's this preset for this, gated reverb, gated snare. So it's a gated snare. That's that Phil Collins or Prince sound, and it'd be kind of fun to try. Okay, so we're at 100 mix. That's why it sounds weird. Okay, so that's the sound. Do we like it? Anyways, that's one idea. So this is the Lindrum. I'll just say 80s on there, and then if that is not quite the sound, I still have that reverb. Let's try a different sound, a different drum. And let's just see if something else would work, but that has that gated snare sound to it. So I said 80s, I meant 80s snare. And then over here, let's just not call it Lindrum. Am I in the right set? I think I switched these, sorry. Okay, there you go. So let's see if there's another drum that might work better. I don't know if this... That's kind of cool. It's really big. I don't know if that would be... Let's see. I mean, it could be a good drum fill type snare, like just where it hits right before a chorus or something. But not quite. Anyways, let's see. I mean, all these names are almost like a drop of a bucket. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to pick here. Dark Dancer Kit. Let's try this. Well, that's cool. Oh, so this is kind of cool. What's this one? E? Oh, okay. That's cool. This is like so Jack and Diane. A little ditty. Anyways, let's see. That is kind of interesting. only thing is there's no round robin samples, so it kind of sounds a little robotic. You could use a little bit of this LFO modulation on the pitch. Pitch. Is it this? I forget how to do it. I did it before. I think it's modulation, and then you gotta use it on the pitch somehow. Enable host automation on the LFO somehow. I might have been thinking of Groove Agent. Maybe Groove Agent has it. Is it sync? I don't think. Where is it? I think it's like this. Pitch bend and modulation slots. So 1, and then what do? Oh, so go here. Okay. Then you frequency. There's some kind of way to get that to work. Pitch bend. Maybe this isn't the right idea. Envelope pitch. There's probably a way to do it, but I just can't figure it out. So that's gonna be weird here. So, oh, okay. Maybe. This is sort of like that. It's not quite. Pinch envelope. Okay, pitch envelope. This just changes the attack of it. Whoa, that's so cool though. Okay, that is not quite what I was thinking, but it does help a little bit with the robotic. We're always learning something new. Okay, so anyways. Okay, so let's see if that did anything. And maybe we start it here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's one idea, although I'm not really sold on that snare. So this kind of morphed into more of a snare fill type sound, but this one's called Concrete Crew. Interesting. We could layer that last hit so it just punches a little harder with some other sound here. And we can even try layering it with the sound right before it too. But does it sound weird? Yeah, it kind of sounds weird. Add this in there. that helps with all of that. Anyways, the battery libraries are cool, but there is a bit of that machine gun effect that is kind of funky at times for these really fast repeated sounds. Um, so let's go back to the drum board on the snare for a second. Okay, so not feeling, not really feeling these snare hits. It's not as hip as I would want it. So let's go to one of these sounds. There's this one, this one. One of these sounds actually sound pretty good. If I can find it. If it's one of this, let's just load these guys up and see which one sounds best. This one takes a bit to load, I remember. So while we do that, let's just add another round of this. Da 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 da. Boom, 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 and then let's see if we could add like a bass line as well to that. And on top of that, a nice strong kick. We might have to load that separately as well. These are all routed in different ways, so these are just my stock default sounds. But I do like a lot of these sounds. Let's try, for starters, this one. This one. Yeah. Maybe let's do that for now. Okay, let's listen to our snares. There you go. Either one of those are good. I like this because you can is pitched into different notes. Anyways, the reason why I did that is so I can see what it sound like with this sample. Okay, let's try this one. I might actually just record this in. 2, 3. Okay, and then let's see if we can go. Something like this. Okay, so that's slower, but going back to the main tempo. Interesting. Oh, I see. There's also that. Wait, oh, I see. This doesn't, I need to actually go back into here and automate something to get that to also control the volume. Let's go over here. Oh, is it this one? There you go. So all of these could use that. But I don't have time to do all of them, so I'm just gonna get those all there. Okay, so here is tight crisp. Did I automate that one. There you go. Okay. So let's see how that sounds now. Okay. Sorry. There you go. Okay. All right. So one of those 3 snare drums need to go. Probably this one. No, I think it's the other one. Okay, cool. So that to me sounds nice in terms of the fill. Okay, now on top of that though, we do need to add some kind of reverb or processing on that because it's a bit too dry. So let's add that into the mix. Let's see if that gated snare works for this purpose. Good. Add a little more reverb on that. Okay, good. Okay. All right, so let's hear how we are doing so far. Good. Okay. All right, so let's kind of build on that transition. Boom. That might work, so I'm just gonna play that in. Right now, volume-wise, a bit loud. Okay, let's try again. I'll get it. All right. Good. So then let's do another automation. Oh, actually, no. I have to do it from here and go something. Let's see. This is at -6, so go to -6. Okay. And then after that hit, I'm not sure if I should go back. Oh, yeah. We could. Okay, so after that point, what do we got? We need a bass line and kick. Okay, so let's start adding our kick in. kick. We got to be selective on kicks too. I've been kind of lazy with kicks in the past, so I just want to make sure that we pick good kicks. And I don't think these would work for this context. So let's see. Let's find this a few more. If not these ones, we'll find one from maybe like a sample pack. Get this to load in a sec. What else? We have this Junkie XL. It's kind of cool. Let's listen to this one though. If we were to use this, though, I need to go back into here and automate that. So this one's called standard, right? Let's go here. Let's assign that to CC7. Anyways, this one sounds a little, I don't know, there's something weird about it. It's like very dry. It doesn't have a lot of low end. That's what it is. Let's listen to this one. And then again, here is just automate the volume. Makes a world of difference when you can control it on the fly. Yeah, I don't know if these are cutting it. This one actually has a bass line in it, so I don't know if that'll work. Let's actually turn that one off. Okay, so then, yeah, this one also kind of doesn't work in this context. This one might work, not maybe as the main kick, but as a supplement. So I'll just keep that just in case. All right, let's go back to some other kicks. So I wanted to see something. I have to do that though. Yeah, so I think the kick needs to sound fatter, and this one is not. It's not quite working. So unfortunately, let's just go on a search for some nice kick drums. Battery isn't a bad one to start with, so I'm just gonna look and scour through some of these sample packs that we have in here. This one, since it is more like a house beat in a sense, let's see if we can find something that says house on it, just as a starting point, or even like a dance. Dance, let's see, dance, one kit. It's weird how these are panned. Okay, let's try another one. Ooh. better. So I'm going to keep this one just as an idea. Doesn't have to be the final one, but let's use it to compare it to other kicks. I'll put it right here. Okay, moving on. Let's find some other sounds. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna just use this as an audition. Now that we're dialing in where to go, let's go like that. Okay. So let's compare that to the other one. Go like this. What am I trying to do? There you go. Okay. That's the other one. This one sounds like a kick drum. You can feel the kind of the plastic, or hear that plasticky sound of the bass drum. I kind of like that, actually. I don't know. The other one has a nice low end though, kind of rumbles. Whereas this one sounds good. It's just everything's kind of loud and clipping, as you notice. So we gotta be careful with that. So as we are getting louder and louder, what I need to do as just a temporary fix is add a limiter so that it doesn't come through a little weird on your end. So we'll just add a brick wall limiter for now. Let's go about there, right there. Okay. Release time, sure. Okay, so that's cool. Let's go back to the other one though. They're both good. They both have like different qualities to them. Let's find one more just to compare and see if we find that aha moment where the drum just really settles in. For now though, the dancehall fame kit sounds better to me. And if anyone else is listening, give your 2 cents. I'd love to hear that. So this is the dancehall. This was the other one, Darjeeling. Okay, and then I'm gonna find one more, and this one I'm just gonna scour it down and see. We're kind of in the D category at the moment. Put the volume down just a bit. Okay, not this one. Okay, this is kind of cool. Dark Dancer. It's really different. Let's hear it. Whoa. This really livens up the beat. There's something about this pitch too. just messing with the pitch, but I think this actually sounds a little bit better for some reason on one semitone higher. I kind of like it. Okay, but let's move back to a first kick. This is the first one. This is a bit less unassuming, but a more traditional kick. Okay, yeah, Dark Drummer. So this was called Dark Dancer Kit. And Guy Shard is saying, yeah, Dark Drum Kit is much better. So let's go back. Here's another one. Okay. Also, I've noticed that all of these have probably different velocities. Oh, that's why. Let's get this a little bit more consistent. Yeah. Anyways. So if we're going to go with this, let's just kind of do some EQing. It's a bit bright, but that's what's nice about it. We're just gonna cut it a little bit down. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can work with that. Going back, doing that with this next part. Okay, so once we have this little drum fill, okay, we need to step it up another level. So let's build on that, and then we'll add. I mean, we could just probably copy and paste this for now. Boom, boom. Let's just keep that unautomated, and then the bass line. Okay, so this is where the bass line can come in. I want something plucky, or something more meaty. I'm not sure, actually. This is the bass line we were using before. So this is nice for this type of music. It's a square wave, though, so it has a certain tone to it. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a pulse. It's a pulse wave, but it's very, very, very EDM. Okay, so what bass line should we make? I'm not sure if this will cut through. Okay. Now the question is, are we keeping the same rhythm? Yeah. Lots to think about. This works in some contexts, like if I were to actually start it with this instead, and then have like something that's even beefier on the second time, that would work too. Yeah. So I mean, this is it's bassy, but it's like it's not the bass line to me. And so I think we can blend this either even an octave higher or something. Yeah, so either to me that works pretty well. So let's see. Something like that. I'll keep that volume there. Just playing around with the different ideas. I think I know what to do. That's right. I just got your note, Guy Shard. Mrs. Sun doesn't sing by chance, does she? uh, yes, she does. I think she has a great voice, by the way. But yeah, that's something I could maybe throw out there. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun, huh? Thanks for the idea. Here we go. So this is all coming together in a way. It's not 100% to the grid, which is great. Um, I'm just thinking about this note here. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. I like going up to that C for some reason. I don't know. It's less predictable. With that though, once that kicks into the next part, I think we need to we need to do something there. So let's take this. Please ask her when you have a chance. Vocals on that track would be fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Well, if it's not this one, another we can definitely try a different one in the near future. Fun fact though, there is a song that both me and I are singing in in a Halloween song that I wrote for a client. My client actually is the lead singer, and then there's some background vocals, and actually, both my wife and I sing the background vocals. It's just a lot of like da 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 da, that kind of stuff. But it was fun, and but yeah, it is fun to record live vocals. Um, yeah, that I'll see if she's up for that. Now let's see. Pure Square Bass has kind of a fatter, but I don't know if that's the right bass even to begin with. So let's look at maybe this one, and if not, we can find one that might work. But I do like just loading up some of my go-tos. Something like that, or this Moog bass. Okay. One other thing, besides the kick, bass, drums, we've been focusing a lot on this. Before we go, I do want to find a hook, a certain sound that would be good for a hook. So that's going to be the next search. But let's just throw this bass line in, either using this one, which I think we're really cut through. It's pretty fat. This is a diva bass. Right, yeah, you can really feel it. We'll also have to sidechain compress this, I think. Maybe it doesn't have to be on the downbeat. I think I need to go on that. I have to go on that octave. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's right. Yeah. I keep second guessing which octave. You could also try this. But a lot of those reference tracks, I don't think have that type of bass line. It is nice though. It really does fill up the space for this piece. I can try it. Let's try it. Good. So let's just do that for now. We can sleep on this one. Maybe add that little downbeat. sorry. Let me just try one other idea. Boo-doo, boo-doo-doo. Man. Yeah. Boo-doo, boo. So maybe do that for here. Boo-doo, boom. Maybe a little shorter. Boom, 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 boom. What if I did double that? Something like that. Bump, a little bit softer. Okay, let's try that over here too. Okay, so the problem with this, these two are they're both bass lines, but one's like a real bass. This one's kind of like a mid bass. I'm just wondering if I should put a compressor just on the other one or on both. So like sidechain compress the synth bass and put this over here. We're gonna send that over here. So, okay, now let's think about the kick feel from the beginning. What if we don't do the kick, so it hits a little harder? I guess we're doing a riser, like right at the get-go. So there's all that happening. The kick is starting here now. Let's add a little bit more volume to that. Just needs a little more. Okay. Now, as it's getting louder, I was like, tuning this and messing with that, but I'm second guessing myself here. What if we go back to 0? I don't know. There's something about how it lifts on that. And also the velocities are still not where it should be. Well, let's just keep it in 1 in this case. So let's just go fix to 127, I guess. Okay, that's what was bugging me. It was like something was not consistent. actually, what I'm hearing is there's a bit much around here. So just for the bass to come through a little more, do some cutting. We could probably do a little more. And this bass is pretty strong. We can bring it up just a bit more. Okay. Anywho. Okay. Cool. I'm missing this. I think a little delay would be cool for that. This tone here. The ping pong delay. Okay. All right. So the last thing would be once this kicks in. Along with the bass, I think we need a melody. Some kind of like a whistle tone would be cool. And Guy Shard, I can't. We need a whoosh splash when the kick starts. Oh yes, or yeah, that's a great point. Like a riser whoosh sound. I'll get to that in just a sec. I would indulge you there. But I'm actually a little bit more obsessed about what kind of sound we could, like some kind of just unique tone. And so I'm just going to spend, 10 minutes on that, and then we can go back and do some kind of whoosh sound. Let's see here. First off is what synth should I use? There's so many. We could try this Massive X again, because there's some new sounds that were built out for this more modern style. So I can just spend a little more time on that. Maybe we'll put it under lead, and then let's see what we can find. Lead. Okay. Finding the right sound is so important. It just makes or breaks, and also it's more inspiring once you actually find that tone. So I'm not sure what sound we're looking for. Like it could be a lead, a synth lead. It could be a whistly tone. It could be anything. It could be like a woodwindy sound. There's just so many that we can choose from. So let's try something from a particular library, and this time this one's called Wake. Let's see if this has anything. I'm gonna bring just this overall volume down. Let's go like that. Maybe this too. Whoa. Wow. That's a little too much. Huh. This is interesting. Has some glide. That's nice. Maybe. I'm gonna just repeat this over and over. Not really. That's cool. This is interesting. That's interesting. What if it's more like an arpeggio sound? Could be that too. This is a whistle that I was thinking about. It's kind of a cool sound just in general. Yeah, this is kind of cool actually. Yeah, guy sure likes it. Nice. Let's see here. Yeah, it's cool. I like it too. Let's mess around with these different parameters. And then, dun, I'm just wondering if I should go dun, 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 dun. I guess we can stop there, dun, and then a little fill, and then add hi-hat and repeat that on the next part, something like that. Yeah, it's very, this is like a chill ambient, still groovy. Oops, let me get that in the right spot. Let's put some auto pan on this. Boom, boom, boom. Gashar says, another 1 cent. Throw a couple of violin ostinatos. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. I like that idea. Thanks for the suggestions and pitching these over. Let me try this auto pan. Yeah, I can try some kind of string thing. Even just a like. So you're thinking like spiccato, that kind of thing, like a plucky or spiccato type violin ostinato. Yeah, I was thinking even like a pad would be cool too. Let's just look at this auto pan for a sec. This one can be dangerous. So let's try. Yeah, I kind of like a different rate rather than syncing it. Yeah, so this one's a little more chill than I was going for, but it's kind of cool. Now, if we add a little more delay to that, how would it sound? This is a lead, so put under lead. There we go. Call and response. Okay, thank you. Those are all great ideas. Okay, so if this was boom, 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 boom. If we were to indulge on the strings ostinato, what if we do the other idea first? So before we get into that, let's do the whoosh sound, and then we'll let's have some fun and call it good after that. So once we get these two ideas out of the way, I think this will be a good strong start for next time. With that, we have a whoosh. We can build on that idea with some kind of whoosh. So there's all sorts of sample packs we can do. There's also just like some cool massive manual creations that I like doing through these that I have. Do I have any other ones? Okay, so let's look at this real quick. We could do something like that. We could do something like that. This one really has a lot of weight. The only other thing is coming out of it. So let's address that. Almost have to time it with this hit. Da-dum, boom, da-dum, boom. One, yeah. Da-dum, boom, da-dum, boom. Okay. I'm actually rethinking this. How should I do this? Yeah, like this. Oops. Oh, where'd you go? There we go. So over here, if I were to go, boom, boom. I'm wondering. I think we need like a. I think we need to add some kind of tom-tom to this. Oops. There you go. There you go. Okay, so some kind of more of like a tom. Something like that. Wow, these are all crazy sounds. That's nice, but it's not strong enough. Let's look at what one other drum set here. It could just be more like a acoustic drum set. Something like that is even better than some of the other ones we just heard. Let's see. Okay. And then we could add something like this to the mix. There we go. Okay, so let's adjust this really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and let's see if this sounds any better. Let's bring this up. I think we need to do that. Okay, let's try this one. I actually like that one better. Okay. There's a little bit of conflict happening here. These stronger, aggressive sounds are a bit conflicting with the vibe of this piece. I think we could bump it up with just some snare, and I think that'll help drive this section a little more too. So we have some claps. We could try keeping it or getting rid of it. But if we were just concentrating on a good snare, maybe this will help. So we are using this drum fill right here. So what if we were to continue that on just the back beats here? Okay, so first off, which one's which? This one, this will read better. Okay, this one here is the battery. And then this one here is the poly snare. Okay, so battery needs to stay here. And then this one needs to go down. Huh. Okay. What if we did it not on every backbeat? What if we did it like every other's, maybe like a call and response idea? But then like, they could add tom, but that's kind of, I don't know. Let's try just a typical tune 4. That's probably a safer bet. The other one is not a bad idea, but I don't know. Maybe we add to that somehow. Something like that. Just a layer. Okay, we're almost there. So I'm gonna do this now. We're gonna take all we just did, repeat it, and then let's add a hi-hat section. Whoops. I've been using some of this for hi-hats in the past, and which sounds pretty good to me. Let's try again. That didn't record. Or did it record? Let's see. It did. It's just way up here or down here. The first half was good. I'm gonna just copy that over to the second half. So this is an interesting hi-hat sound. It actually works really well, I feel, in this context. Okay, so we're almost there. Yeah, a little too much on that. There you go. Yeah, just right where it was. Okay, it can be double time, but for now, we can just do something like that. Let's look at some string ideas. Either more of an acoustic string or more of a kind of like synth string. And if it were a synth string, one that comes to mind, Omnisphere has one. It's called, oh man, what's it called? Selena strings. Oh, look at this. Look, it's saying that I need to I need to reauthorize my Omnisphere. Oh, that's a bummer. I can't. I have to do that later. It does that every now and then. I'm not sure why, but it loses its memory on it. Okay, well that's too bad. Selena strings is what it's called. I'm trying to think of one that maybe comes from Massive instead. Let's look. There could also be one from FM8. Let's look at that. I'll add it as a pluck. Okay, so we got our strings. Oh wait, oops. What am I doing? I meant to do this. There you go. So real quick. If I were to find anything that resembles like a Selena strings, it'd be nice. I'm just kind of curious what stuff is over here. If I were to go synth lead, maybe, or Plucks strings. let's just go start there. I guess I don't have anything there. Leads. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, these are leads, like monophonic leads. Well, that's cool. Midnight Sunset, that's cool. Nothing, huh? I kind of like this just anyways, even though this isn't really the suggestion, but let's see, massive. I'm just going to add this as a sound. Massive, ease up. Let's try one more. Swerve lead. Huh. Oh, okay. I was on the wrong one. Whoa, that's cool. That's kind of interesting. Velcro high tops. That's very fitting. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Anyways, those are certain sounds that could layer with the strings. I'm not sure entirely, but let's go indulge here with some sounds from perhaps this library. I'm just going to use the specific strings for a second, and let's go here. Okay. The timing's not right, but I'm just gonna See if this would work. Let's adjust the volume. Okay. I'm gonna just program this in. Or bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Huh. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Dum. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, yeah, right here. Da-da. Oh, it's the same as this, isn't it? So let's grab all this. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. 1, 2. Oh, actually, 1, 2. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Okay, a little loud. Let's bring that in. If we can just flesh that out, that'd be kind of fun. Wait. Cool. I'm glad you're liking it. This is a this kind of gives a disco feel. But yeah, it's a great idea. I want to think about doing that, but we'll see how it feels overall, and I'll see if we'll keep it or not, and if not, we can maybe substitute it so it doesn't sound so disco-y by substituting it with a different instrument, perhaps. Yeah, and then we can just repeat that. I think right here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. That's kind of cool. Okay, cool. All right. Oh yeah. So the other idea was as for now, I'm gonna bring that down just a bit, and then well, that's probably too much. But let's add just like a layer of one of these guys in there, and just see how that sounds. If not, I have a bunch of other ones down here. I just realized, and I think that would be also really cool. So let's bring that down here. I have some other other sounds I remember from earlier today. So that's not gonna, it's a little too splotchy. And then this one's a bit focused. We can probably make this one work. What we need to do is just adjust the envelope. So I think in massive it's 4 by default. So if we, look at that, 5 is already mapped and modulated. So let's just bring that down. There you go. So the attack is one thing. But I'm trying to think. Is it the release? Oh, maybe bring this down too. It could be also some of these other envelopes. I think that's working. I don't have any inserts on there. I think then it has something to do with the release or sustain, or is it level? Okay. There you go. That's the this level is really the sustain volume. And that's the decay time. That's fun. This almost becomes the melody, huh? The whistle's cool. What we probably need to do is bring up the whistle just a bit. Where are you? Lead. There you go. I guess it's fine. Okay, so we're actually missing on accident a one note because it's cut off, looks like. Okay. Okay, and then how can we make this sound bigger? Let's see. We could do maybe a delay. That might sound a bit messy. Let's try it. We could also add it in the strings. Let's see how that sounds. String delay. Okay, let's exaggerate just a bit. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys, Shard. I appreciate the suggestion. It was a lot of fun to collaborate in a sense. Let's go ahead and press play, and let's go ahead and see how it goes. I'm going to actually delete a few of these, maybe not all. Let me actually just mute this so I have that. And you know me, if you've watched all my other streams, I like to kind of tidy up here. It's just, I don't know, it's like a mental thing for me. It's like a way to way to have some closure with all of this that's happening. So there's a lot of kicks that we auditioned. We don't need to go that route anymore. There are some other things here that I feel could be done, but I think we're gonna just call it for a day, and then let's just see how it feels next time we come back to this, and let's just see where we can take this. Okay, so almost there. I'm gonna move this over. Let's do this. Oh, hello. That goes there. Okay. Boom, boom, and boom. I think we are good to go. All right, so this is what we have so far, guys. With that being said, if you're enjoying the content, all the live streams that I try to do every week, please do like the video and subscribe. Here we go. This is our electronic pop that's more on the ambient, atmospheric side. Here we go. Cool, guys. Well, that is all for today. Thanks for joining in and participating in the fun. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have a great night.